Howdy doody, everybody. It's been a little while since we had one of these. What, 2 weeks? 2 weeks or so? A little bit. Maybe, yeah, I think it's been 2 weeks, right? Something like that. Oh my god. Lots of stuff has happened. How's everybody been doing? Everybody alive? Everybody surviving? What's up, Jumpin' Jacks? How are you doing? Noah, what's up? There's a new Doctor Who trailer about. I know there is. I've seen a few minutes of it. Few seconds of it. Yeah, I'm probably not going to react to it because, I mean, these Doctor Who seasons, they're so short. So I'm just going to go into it blind. So I'm not really going to see that one through. What's up, D. Cole? What's up, Hungry? How you doing? Brain of Jin. Good vibes. Oh, we got good vibes, and we have good vibes only. We need a good vibe off. Go! Battle! Only one can remain. We back. Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Dark Car. Where's Lover? Renan. What's up, what's up? What's up, Night Ricks? How's the X-Men 97 series been so far? It was fucking awesome. Is what it is. Those first 2 episodes were really freaking good. Holy shit. What's up, Val? Sheena, how you doing? How are you tonight? I am doing pretty solid. I just finished a 4-hour session playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which I will upload later, which ironically enough, not even ironically enough, but interesting enough, out of that 4 hours, I only think 20 minutes maybe was actually the primary story. The rest of it was me fucking around, exploring, mini-gaming, and just like freaking out. So that'll be up on the channel probably tomorrow. I definitely need to make some progress with that because I'm so far behind on that game. What's up, board today? How was GalaxyCon? It was awesome. Posted all kinds of photos from that on the community tab, the Discord, Instagram, all that shit. So if you have not seen those, check it out. I spy a cat for a hot second. Yeah, she immediately wanted out of the room. Once I started popping off. She doesn't really like the loud sounds of my voice most of the time. What's up, Logan Bush? Currently on the season 7 of Friends. Last night, watched the Joey Monica make a fake pee-pee prosthetic. Plus Ross is so cringe and creepy to his cousin. Wild-ass episode. Lots of fun little stuff there. I remember exactly what you're talking about. What's up, Nick Collins? Our one true Lord Omni has returned. Hope your last 2 Saturdays at conventions were good. My last 2 Saturday evenings have been uneventful without a live stream to watch. Well, I apologize, but we are back on course. I don't have anything, as far as I can recall, planned for these coming weekends at least. You know, I may be going to Vegas towards the end of next month for another convention, but I'm really trying to juggle whether or not I'm going to make that effort because I don't have a lot of time to make that decision though, but I'm really curious about whether or not I can resist that urge. It's unbelievable that you met Hasbin Hotel cast and Katie Sackhoff. You're lucky. Well, yeah, timing was a great, huge part of it, and yeah, I was just really excited about that, man. It was like the Has-Been cast, I just wanted to get them before the big old waves come in once school let out and all that shit too. All the people that shouldn't technically be watching it but were. Katie though, that was the longest line I was in the entirety of GalaxyCon because she was only there the one day and her plane was delayed, so she was also late getting there. So there was but yeah, man, after that though, my feet though were killing me. So were my knees. Lots of lines, that's for sure. Dude, I'm so glad though. Like if with these things, especially this one, like it's much bigger than any of the local ones around here we've ever had, by large and by far. So thankfully though, like we got their opening registration before the doors officially opened Friday. Actually, no, we arrived pretty much just as the doors open Friday. But like I said, like on Fridays, that people are at work or people are still in school once the cons actually started. So thankfully we were able to get in, because let's say Saturday, if you tried coming in Saturday morning to get your badge, the line was out the building, around the building, and a few blocks down the road from the building. Some people, it took 3 hours just to get their badge to get in to the event. Whew! No fun. No fun at all. What's up, Daniel? Oh, today was Sunday. It is definitely not. I hope it's not. What's up, Aunt Gar? You back from the dead? Love your shirt. Go Power Rangers. Speaking of, met 3 Power Rangers over these past 2 weekends. Walter Jones, David Yost, and Johnny Young Bosch. 2 Black Rangers and a blue. What's up, Boba Bears? How are you doing? It's going good so far. Nothing too eventful. Woke up around 10 in the morning today because I've just been so exhausted. I was going to take a nap because I wanted to play Final Fantasy last night, but I was just way too tired. Even after a coffee, I was just still too tired to do that. So I ended up taking a nap, which turned into a 10-hour nap. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've done. Just played Final Fantasy and then immediately hopped on here. I'm going to get dinner after this and then figure out what I want to do later tonight. Yeah, Mimi was in here for a minute, but she has now since exited. Had a boring 37th birthday yesterday. Was stuck at home all day. And well, happy birthday to you, Daniel. I hope you had an okay day at least. I'm always fine with an uneventful birthday. At this point in life, it's just another day for me. So just keep on keeping on. Want to go to TwitchCon with me? I don't know if I'd even want to go to TwitchCon, to be honest. Personally, I don't really keep up with streamers. There's not a lot of them there's like literally like a handful. I could probably count on one hand the number of streamers I would even want to interact with at all, ever, that aren't just people I already know. That's probably a convention I'm pretty chill on missing out on for the foreseeable future. What's up, Ida? How you doing? Welcome. What's up, Summer? Hola from the West Coast. Hope you're having a great month. Last season, the Unagi episode, bro. Yes, it is. Unagi. Salmon skin roll. Ross was and still is often unhinged. Hey, self-defense instructor, how do I counter women's defenses? I attacked these 2 women I know from earlier and failed each time. How about we attack them together? My birthday wish, and one of them is that I want Juggernaut to join the X-Men in the future. I'm sure maybe it'll happen one day. Stephanie Patrice and Keith David weren't there. They were not. No. I have not seen either of them pop up on any of the conventions as of late in these last year or 2 that I've been kind of keeping an eye out. So they're definitely 2 I definitely want to, especially Keith David. I definitely want to try to track him down. And I know he hasn't gone to a con in like 4 or 5 years from what I can gather, but Jeremy Jordan, need to get good old Lucifer on my list here. Also halfway through Avatar Season 3, just watched the Puppet Master and Aang Nightmares episode, Wild Stuff. 3, a bit weaker personally, but picking up, still never bad, just not on 1 or 2 level for me. Really? 3's my favorite season. I feel the quite opposite in that respect, but to each their own. Somewhere said that the Halo show is the Silver Timeline. That is what it is called. As someone who has only played the games, what timeline are the games? Are the books silver? What are the differences? The show, as far as books, games, all that, is all the primary timeline. I don't even know what they call the main timeline. Blue? The blue timeline? I can't remember. The silver timeline is distinctive because Silver Team is the team Master Chief is on instead of Blue Team. In the main continuity, he was on Blue Team and he had a completely different team. Linda, Fred, Kelly, Kurt, all them. Fred, whole different group of people. And Silver Timeline, they made a distinct as Chief and then a bunch of OCs that they created. That was the primary distinction. So Silver Timeline is the Chief that is on Silver Team, And that's it. I don't remember what they call the Prime Universe, to be honest. But all the books, all the games, all the short films, all that is main timeline, main canon stuff. The Silver Timeline is just here, we're off here doing some fuck ass stuff that is whatever. But yeah, I do not remember what they call the primary universe at this point. What's up, Cavnian? Greetings from Finland. Hell yeah. How was Richmond? It was solid. I mean, outside of, you know, the hotel and the convention, I didn't really go out exploring it at all. What time is it for you? It is 4:11 p.m. in the afternoon. Started downloading Genshin Impact this morning at 11. It is now 9 p.m. and is still going. My PC is a potato. Well, as far as download speed, generally speaking, download speeds would be something to do with the internet connection itself. Usually not a problem with the computer. So, maybe you have a good computer. Maybe it's fine. Maybe this is the internet speeds are killing you right there. Have I seen the new DLC trailer for FF16? I have not. I still haven't done the free one that came out yet. I still need to find time to do that. Oof, caught the stream for the first time. Welcome, Alfie. How you doing? I miss E3. I kinda do as well. I do as well. It feels weird that it's just kind of officially gone forever now. I just finished watching your How to Train Your Dragon reactions. I'd like to tell you there's 3 series called Dragons, Riders of Berk, and Defenders of Berk, and Race to the Edge, and a holiday special. I am aware. I don't believe I will be diving into those anytime soon, unless, of course, they win a poll or anything like that. The movies serve their purpose. I love them. And usually when a film franchise spins off into an animated show like that, usually it doesn't always hook me. But who knows? I don't know. Maybe there's some good stuff in there, but I definitely don't have the time. What's up, Christina? What's up, Michael? You have fun at the cons? I did indeed. Best moment. Across the two, I do think the highlight for me was Paul Sung-Hoon Lee. Like, that whole moment. If you don't know, if you haven't been keeping up with all the posts and stuff like that, apparently he is subscribed to the channel. Hey, that's at least what he told me. Because when I went up to get my picture taken with him, this was before I even went to his booth. So this is the first time face-to-face I interacted with him at all. I was at the front of the line, and he turned around and pointed at me and was like, "Hey, I know you. I watch your videos." And I was like, whew. I froze like a deer in headlights because all I heard was "I know you," and I was like, "Oh God, what happened? What did I do?" And I just my heart sank. But then it just got super duper giddy about it, and he was like, "Come by my table. I want to talk to you." And I was like, "Well, I did." And it was a really interesting interaction. But yeah, that was completely unexpected. But yeah, I think that definitely has to be a highlight for me. One of the things that is a constant, though, is Zuko's story plus his arc is awesome. Like, each season has having some lows and just okay episodes, but his arc is consistently great. Like, just always interesting and well done. Yeah, his arc is the best thing in the show. Hands down. I might be a little biased, though. MegaCon, Keith was there in February. Where's that? Where's MegaCon at? I have to keep an eye out for that. So there's just so many conventions, and some are just these little, like, podunk little things where no one actually shows up, and then there's just these big ones that I know about, and then there's always like these little medium ones around that are just so hard to track down and find. Love X-Men 97 episode 1 and 2. Can't wait for 3 in 3 days. Can we talk about it on the stream? Yeah, sure. Go fire off. Halo finale was pretty good. The brawl at the end was fire. Loved the horror elements. I liked all of those elements as well. The dumbest thing in the episode to me is still how the outbreak starts. Like, the biologist, of all people, not the linguist, not the fucking English major that is sitting here looking at this thing. Did they fuck it up? No, the biologist, like, bare hands touches this, like, alien substance and is just like, "Oh, cool, neat," and then immediately doesn't wash their hands, doesn't do anything, and just goes right outside and just starts shaking people's hands, like going all like, And she was being condescending as all hell to Miranda, too, who was actually doing their job. And she just goes off and just starts spreading the shit around and immediately starts the infection. I was like, what the fuck? She deserved to fucking what happened to her, man. That was the dumbest thing ever. And she had the audacity to, like, talk down to Miranda. Oh, my Lord. Anyway. Yeah, that was dumb as shit. But the only other hang-up that I have with the episode, other than that moment, is the fact that they let Halsey get infected. And they put her in cryo sleep. Because if they do what they were teeing up there, that is lore-breaking. That is destructive to the entire purpose of the Halos, the rings, everything. Like, sure, that could be a huge old deviation, but it is just... That's a big old woof. But I don't know. We'll see what they do with that. I don't know. I don't like that they did that because that's a big old no-no. Anyway. Will I play the FNAF games? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I have not touched a single one up until this point, but there's always the possibility. Now that you've been introduced to Asmodeus, the embodiment of sin lust in Helluva Boss, and Lucifer, who apparently embodies the sin of pride, which also doesn't make much sense considering the fact that he seems the least prideful given the situation. Which sin would you want to see next? Probably, well, I don't know, he doesn't have a lot of pride in Charlie. Anyway, getting distracted there. Probably Wrath. I would like to see Wrath. I think that would be an interesting sin to see represented. I threw my back out shortly. I broke my hand shortly. Wasn't even trying to get low. Nope. Go-karts, hills, and a douchebag who thought we signed up for bumper cars. I hate it here, but self-medicating, worst injury. Hold on, what happened? God damn. I need translations. I'm not exactly sure if this was a question for me at the end or what. I'm sorry. What's up, mercenary? Sounds like somebody got a little too rough with the Christina and now she's paying for it. But I don't know if I read that right. I've enjoyed Halo Season 2. Will agree that it's definitely improved from Season 1. That being said, I have a couple of quote-unquote issues with this season. The producer and showrunners have previously said that he's played the games and read the books and is an avid fan. That I don't doubt. I understand that he wants to put his own stamp on the show, but surely, if you love something so much, you don't need to do anything drastic. But in the season, they made different actress to be the face of Cortana, which has bugged me less as the season went on. Secondly, killing off Keyes, who was an excellent death in the games, which I would have loved to have seen on screen. And finally, infecting Halsey with the flood. Just why? Halsey's infection is just stupid. Yeah, I agree. And I think that's the end of your rant. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. The Cortana thing it's whatever. Definitely whatever about that one. I understand they're stuck with some elements, probably contractually as well. You know, the Quan stuff, the McKee stuff. I'm sure contractually they are obligated to be trapped with these storylines. But yeah, the Keyes death, unless there were some behind-the-scenes things with the actor not coming back for anything after this, yeah, it was a major disappointment about how they executed that because his death in the games is so iconic. And yeah, the Halsey thing is very, very lore-breaking, man. Let's see. For me, I think 3 is weaker because it's the chapter, it's so character-driven so far. Most of the episodes are a character arc or fleshing out in Fire Nation, and I love the episodes for the characters and growth and stuff, but miss the on the road, chased by bads, new places, etc. with the training and character episodes. This is one of those places a lot. Like I said, still really good, just different, like Azula and Zuko, not actively after them. I get what you're saying. There's a whole like kind of status quo that gets shaken up once you get into the third book. Where did I leave off? Have you decided if you're going to continue One Piece after the Arlong arc or not? I'm still kind of up in the air right now, just because realistically, I'm enjoying the absolute shit out of it. It is quite the time sink, though, in the middle of the week with everything else that is going on. And it just, for the channel-wise, it's not a draw. Like, I'm not getting a huge boost out of it. I'm not getting it. Honestly, it's very much inefficient for the channel and my time to keep up with the show in this way. So I don't know. We'll see. You don't need to do anything drastic, but in this season they've got it. Oh yeah, I already read that one. I started watching the old X-Men the animated series, barely knew anything about the comics and really enjoyed it so far. It's really good. That was my introduction to the X-Men, and I think it really influenced a lot of the direction and use of them, and going forward from that point on. Have I seen the Penguin teaser? I have. It was interesting. Definitely sets the tone and the vibes of it real nicely, and I'm very interested. I'm curious about it. That's for sure. Did he freeze like an antelope in headlights? Kind of. Very close to that as well. Let's see. Already read that. MegaCon is in Orlando, biggest convention in the Southeast. It's 180K people a year. Oh my God. Well, I've never been to Orlando. I've also never been to Vegas, so either one will be a very crazy thing to do. But that already passed, so I already missed out on MegaCon. I know like Dragon Con is a real huge one I've always heard about. So that's one I would like to try to go to one of these days. But like something like New York Comic Con or San Diego Comic Con, I don't know if I could handle it, man. It's awesome. A dream of mine. Some random person knows me. Never happening. That's so cool for you. I tried Halo Episode 1 and was done halfway through. Hey, fair enough. Love Storm's design. Her punk look is one of my top 10 looks for her, and the display of her power was awesome. I love when they were like, Omega level threat! Oh, incoming! Ah! I was like, great little thing to drop in there. 6 episodes animated of Arc series dropped on Paramount Plus the other day. David Tennant is a voice in it. Animation is similar to Vox Machina. I saw a trailer for it. I'll be honest, nothing about that interests me at all. This game series I don't care for, and that didn't really look like much to kind of draw me in as well. I've seen some people though are straight up boycotting it. I don't really know why. I don't keep up with all that, but I've seen there's a massive like boycott for that show for some reason, and I don't know why. Thank you though, Logan, also for the super chat. Hope you have a good stream, man. Going to be eating some food, hanging out with the family. Have a good night. Well, take it easy. Thank you for stopping in, and also celebrate your first super chat. Hell yeah, man. Thank you. Hopefully we'll catch you in the next one. But enjoy your evening, enjoy your dinner, and take care. Where are we at? Just want to say I blame this channel for hooking me on Superman and Lois. Sorry now. Just one more season and have to wait for it. Yeah, I apologize. For that, if I got you hooked into stuff that is just going to end now too. Bring you along for the hook and then bring you along for the pain. Storm is very pretty, that she is. What video game movie adaptation would you want to see? Dead Space. For me, I would love to see another Street Fighter film that's actually good. That would be awesome. I think it may, I don't know. Would a series really work for Street Fighter? I don't know if there's enough meat. Well, that's a lie. There's a lot of meat for Street Fighter lore-wise, but as far as like something that would make like an Act 1, 2, 3 story that you could draw out, but I think a movie could definitely work. I'd be down for that. I love, for what it is, the original Street Fighter film that we got, but there's definitely some fun stuff that they could do with that. But as far as like a movie adaptation or something like that, Dead Space. After Halo, I was like, give me a Dead Space movie. After that finale, that was immediately where my brain went. But aside from that, I feel like a Resident Evil movie could be done, but I don't know how they keep fucking it up. The Ones Who Live episode for tomorrow looks good. Flannel Rick and Michonne on the road, facing conflict. Always love the on the road Walking Dead stuff. You like on the road stuff. That's what I've just learned today. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I haven't seen anything for it. I don't watch the preview clips. I don't watch any of the stuff ahead for the episode. But I will be on time this week for it, hopefully. I'd love to see a Gears of War TV adaptation. Hell yeah. Never watched your channel, but I love your reaction to episode 6 of Invincible. Well, watch the channel. Get in here. Get into the other stuff. We got so much. No, I'm glad you're here. I appreciate that. Invincible episode 6, especially coming off of episode 5, was fucking, that opener, nuts. People were complaining that Rogue, wait, hold on. Then people were complaining that Rogue, they can tell that the actress who plays Rogue, she is older and they sound very aware of it. It's fine. I honestly thought it was a different actress for a while until I saw, actually confirmed it. Because I know some voice casts returned and some had been recast. So I didn't know which were which, to be honest. A single Spartan being infected by the Flood warrants the area being nuked out of existence in Halo lore, but Halsey being infected is actually world/lore breaking. Yeah, 100%. Especially if they cure her. Especially if they cure her. Big no-no right there. And that's why they shouldn't have done it at all. Anyway, we went to Canada and my kid made me go do bumper cars on the speedway track, except I didn't know there was a huge hill we had to go down, and when we got to, some guy kept hitting me in the rear. Throwing my back out is slang for back strain. I understand that. Come on, I'm not that dumb. Basically, but there's also like throwing my back out. That's also an innuendo term as well. Anyway, basically, I'm not going anymore because that, Jesus, I can't read. Basically, I'm not going anymore because that shouldn't have caused this injury. What is your worst injury? See, I can use full English sentences, and I still struggle to read them, but that's my fault. That's dyslexia and a little bit of this. The worst injury I've had. I don't know. I've had a lot, but probably either dislocating my arm, which I had to reset myself, but how it happened was dumb as hell anyway. It was my own fucking fault. My bright idea was to go sliding down a play park slide, a metal one, mind you, in the rain, because I thought it would be slippy and it would be fun, so I'd slide faster. But the rubber on my shoes immediately caught the second I went down, and I went careening off of the side of it, stiff-arming the ground and shooting my arm that way. Didn't break anything, but my arm was going the opposite direction. My dad was coaching my brother's t-ball game, so he was way too distracted to even come over when his girlfriend at the time was like, she was like, hey, get the fuck over here. Your kid just snapped his arm the other direction, and I got tired of waiting on him. I was like, hey, I saw this thing in Blade. So I just grabbed my arm, gave it a good old yank and tug, and it popped back into place, and I blacked out. But for the next 6 weeks, my arm was stuck in a 90-degree angle. Other than that, probably my boxer fracture when I punched something I probably shouldn't have punched and broke my hand. And that was during, that was just before the New Year's. So all the doctors in the area were on vacation. So I had to wait like 7 days to even get an appointment to have the bone set. That sucked. Anyway, fun stuff. Also split my lip in half once. Completely in half. That was fun. These two teeth are also half porcelain because of that. They got shattered when that happened. Anyway, don't mind though. I'm happy my X-Men grew up with is watching is back. I butchered that sentence, but I think we all get the point. Let's see. How's your day at the Galaxy Con? It was awesome. X-Men the Animated Series was the first Marvel show I ever saw. I did not know what Marvel or X-Men were before that, and I liked Spider-Man the Animated Series way more. It was more relatable. Yeah, it came out, I think, the year after X-Men came out, I believe. A year or two after, something like that. Let's see. Also, the end of Season 2, I got what you referenced last stream about Atla Nickelodeon being very careful on death. Rip, no spoilers, damn, implied dialogue, but Googled for sure because I thought it may be fine. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, Jet. X-Men the Animated Series, Spider-Man the Animated Series, the Hulk Animated Series are in the same universe, along with the Iron Man, the Fantasy Four. However, they did not do a good job of showing it back in the day. That is very, very true. Spartan being infected by the flood triggers a corruptor event, which typically results in nukes being used en masse, but if Halsey is infected, the flood can make Spartan level infection forms now. And it's true. By the way, the lights behind you on each side look really cool. Do they have every color? They have a very extensive range of colors, but there's only so much you can kind of do with them, though. What's a potential X-Men that you hope seeing in X-Men 97 that hasn't already been teased? Quicksilver probably would be a fun one to see. Otherwise, oh no, did we see a flash of them? No, I don't think we did. Not in this yet. But yeah, I'll go with that. I want to see Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. I'm almost convinced to watch the X-Files because you keep mentioning it a lot in your reactions. I remember folks watching it back in the day. Little me was spooked by some of the episodes. Understandable. But yes, my intention is to eventually brainwash enough people to watch the X-Files and keep that momentum going for such an iconic and pivotal show in TV history. Legend of Zelda, made by Studio Ghibli, would be that'd be a really solid film, to be honest. I'd like to see that. Dishonored would be a nice show. Never played the game. I don't really know too much about it, but I'd check it out if they did. The Ones Who Live is everything I knew it would be. I can't wait to see how they end it. Michael talking about them dying like he can't get shanked. That's not an option as much as a failure. Oh, they might die. They might both go down by the end of it. Who knows? Did I see the Beetlejuice 2 teaser trailer? I did. I'm trying not to get too excited, but I love the first movie, and I want this to be good. On the road stuff is great, Omni. Quests and or surviving, give it all to me, baby. Yes, I will take it all one day. Hell yeah. Or take it all day. Sorry. Talking of the X-Men 97, I saw an article stating that either Feige or Bo DeMaio wouldn't do it unless some or most of the original cast came back. Okay, that's fair enough. What? Did clocks change? It's not 9 p.m. here yet. And there's a live Michael. Confused British noises. Also, hello. Well, time changed here, at least, because we have fucking daylight savings time, which doesn't really make sense anymore. So yeah, I think 2 weeks ago, it was 2 weeks ago. It was the weekend I was in DC. We lost an hour. They have to give us a season 2 because ain't no way they're going to meet up with their kids at the end of this. I would think it had much to do with Al, since it's not like the AMC ever wanted him to go. Yeah, we'll see, or they just will never have the chance to return home. Maybe if I keep speaking it out loud, it definitely won't happen. Already answered that one. Cracks me up every time when someone says Mark's full name in the show, Mark Grayson. Yes. I'm not dead. I'm back. O'Reilly Nation. Well, yes, welcome back. It sounds dumb, but I'm pretty sure from all fail videos, men have a little self-control when it comes to fucking around and finding out. And it sounds awful. Yeah, I like to climb random shit and do dumb shit. when I was younger, and I haven't completely changed, but I'm a little more aware of what I can and, well, what I can and can't do these days. I'd like to say I have a better head on my shoulders these days, but I honestly, I really don't. What is your opinion on stop motion films? Many find them creepy. I personally love them. I've never heard anyone call them creepy, to be honest. I love Wallace and Gromit, and do you think there should be more made, or should they stop being made? I love them. I think they're great. I'm always fascinated by actually, like, true stop motion films. I love them. I don't watch enough. I haven't seen a lot of the newer ones that have come out about. I still need to watch the one Guillermo del Toro did, the Pinocchio one. But I love the art. I definitely need to have them, I definitely want them to keep making them. Omni throwing back out is not a sexual innuendo, but blowing back out, however it is. You can do both, but you can throw your back. But you can also do what you said. I've heard both. Ooh, that's bad. Very bad. Have you ever played Arkham Asylum games? I have played all of them. Yes, I have. I love those games. Love them. I wasn't going to say anything. Good vibes. Blowing my back out would be preferable. The trailer for Beetlejuice was awesome. It was a nice little taste. What's up, Sketch? It's Bulbin time. Hello there. I fucked that up. It's okay. I'm a little rusty. We're 2 weeks out from having done one of these, so I fucked it up. Sketch. We'll get it next time. How long do you think it'll be until Amber and Mark can put the audience out of our misery and pull the trigger? I'd give it, well, I'd say 2 more episodes, but that's the season. Probably 2 more episodes. That might be something that they finally cut the cord in the last episode of the season, probably. If not, next episode. I do not see it lasting through most of this. What's up, Heather? How are you doing? Winona Ryder still looks like a mix between a crow and a witch that didn't age. Very, very true. She still looks so great, man. Have I seen The Crow 1994? I have. I love that movie. And what do you think of the reboot trailer? I'm just like, is that Jared Leto's Joker running around doing all this stuff? Let's be honest. The action looks badass. I just think Skarsgård looks lame as shit, to be honest. I just don't, he just doesn't look cool to me. So, like, that's the big thing. I really like the original aesthetic. And I don't know. It gives me the DMC reboot vibes that they tried to do, where they just shit on Dante and made a shitty version of Dante, and it just didn't, like, the action was great, the gameplay was great, but what they did story-wise just did not vibe with me. And I don't know. I'll give it a chance. I will give it a chance. Love you as a person, and God bless you. Oh my God, stop crying from this comment. Jeez. I will put the tears away. But thank you, O'Reilly. I really, really, really appreciate it. Do you like the trailers? That was too summer. Regarding the early question, I mean potential X-Men stories. I don't really know enough of them, to be honest. Like, aside from the movies and some loose things here and there, the animated series and the films are really the most I know about the X-Men for the most part. I know some loose things here and there, but I don't know. I can't really think of anything that we haven't already kind of touched upon, because they've done their own versions of some of these stories that I would have talked about, like the Age of Apocalypse, like Days of Future Past, like maybe House of M would be an interesting thing to potentially explore, but I don't know if we have what we need to set that up right now. Hoping you turn the lights red when Knuckles the series comes out. Oh, I definitely will. Let's see. Rumor we're getting a season 2 of that. Rumor is we are getting a season 2 of that 90s show during the summer. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it, but a season 2 was announced, but there's been no movement or news about it since. Hype for Chucky season 3.5. Doubt we will get a season 4. I'm not too sure if we will or we won't, but if we do, I will be there for it, and I can't wait for the season to conclude. Hawk's next mohawk will be the most epic mohawk Wonder how epic it will be and what color it will be. I guess we will just have to wait to find out. Him and Sholo, as well as Martin Cove, are going to be in Raleigh in July, and I think that's going to be the next. That's for sure the next con I think I'm going to be going to. Otherwise, maybe level up next expo next month, but I'm not sure yet. But yeah, they're there, the dynamic duo themselves. But I just want to catch Ralph Macchio and Johnny, man. I want to get them somewhere, dude. Why can't anyone just kick Chucky to the birds? He's not even mini-sized. Well, cause he has human strength that is disproportionate to his physical body. It's fucking voodoo magic. So there are some reasons. What's something you would change about Cobra Kai over the years? That would be fucking give me Julie Pierce. God damn it. Our clocks change next week too. We also have silly. Did you catch that? I don't. Yeah, you did. Just a little bit later. A little bit later. We also have silly cock rules. I'm back. It's been a while. What I miss? Not too much. I mean, I've been out in conventions the last 2 weekends, so you haven't missed too much, other than me talking about some of the stuff that I got up to. With all the chaos that happened at the end of X-Men 97, I was asking myself, where is Christopher Daniel Barnes' Spider-Man? In fact, I was asking that question the whole episode. Kind of doing his own shit, man. What's up, Billy Joel fanboy? Fun fact, Vivzy Pop bases a lot of her shows on biblical mythology. So if you did your research, Asmodeus is obviously lust, Mammon is greed, Beelzebub, gluttony, etc. Yeah, I know a lot of biblical mythology, but some of those are still, I know the names. I know, obviously, Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Mammon. I know those names, but I don't really know too much about what they originally represented most of the time. Yeah, I didn't know the thick of it. I know all the names, but I don't know the thick of a lot of it. I get a lot of the main pure biblical references. Obviously, Adam eating fucking ribs, which went over a lot of people's heads, apparently. That one really gave me a good old chuckle, especially with the biblically accurate depiction of angels in the original, and that opening sequence as well. Yeah, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of fun little stuff in there. Obviously, there's a lot of thought that goes into a lot of the design choices and choices for the types of demons and stuff like that, especially with the Ars Goetia and the other the other primary sins and stuff like that. Yeah, I need to educate myself a little. Not really educate, because I used to know this stuff, but I need to dip back into it a little bit. It's my favorite comedy movie. Oh damn. That's a tough one. Probably Rush Hour or Rush Hour 2. Thank you, Scott Edwards, for the super chat. Do you think Carol will pass the mantle of Captain Marvel on to Monica? Would be a perfect way to send off Carol's character and give Monica her superhero identity. No, I don't think she's going to pass the mantle off to Monica. I think we're going to have her around for a while. I mean, she's going to be, Spectrum or Photon or whatever. I don't think she's going to just be the next Captain Marvel. The best thing for Monica is to have her own identity, which she does have. They just haven't said it out loud in the shows, other than I think Kamala actually spouted off one or two of them, but I don't remember exactly. It's been a minute. I don't remember a fair bit from that movie, to be honest. Let's see where to leave off. Not sure if my comment before was read/eaten, but I'd like to see a reaction of either the Rookie or Slow Horses. Yeah, I didn't get this one before. So this is new for me, set in the UK and has Gary Oldman in it. Let's see. This shows. Isn't the Rookie a show? Or I'm sure there's a movie called The Rookie, but yeah, I don't know. Slow Horses, though, I don't know anything about that. I haven't heard of that one. There you go. Clock. What's up, Bex? Hello from Hello from South Africa. Found you on TikTok through Hasbin Hotel Reactions. Love your content. Do you have any theories for season 2? As far as theories go, other than the ones I talked about in the episodes themselves, like I'm still pretty confident that Lilith owns Alistair's soul, because the 7 years thing can't be a coincidence. He's here against his will. He's fighting for the hotel against his will. He's, doing all of that, protecting Charlie pretty much against his will. So, like, it just seems like he was her trump card in whatever arrangement she made with Adam. That is my best theory. Other than that, I think another thing, or at least we'll call this a prediction, if Serpentius was redeemed in this season, as much as I don't want it to happen, I think Angel might be the focus, since the V's are the central antagonists, or the focus next season. From what they've said, Angel's probably going to be the next one to make their way into heaven, and I'm not sure how that will pan out because his soul is not his. So, I don't know. Because I also don't want Angel to be separated from the core group. So, but who knows what could happen between now and then. But another thing that I really want is, considering that Lucifer is much more of a player now, I would love, and this is just a want for me, is for the Archangel Michael to be brought into it. But that's just a bias. That's my namesake. So have him come down here, because, I mean, in the, if you want to call it the lore, the mythology, whatever you want to call it, it was him and his angels that did the casting out of Lucifer during the battle, during the fall. So I think that would be interesting to have those two come together, depending on how they depicted it. But that's a me thing. Can't wait for Chucky. Rebecca getting called out for her obsession with phallic objects instead of time-telling ones. Godzilla X Kong comes out next week. Yes, me and my brother are going to be going seeing that on Thursday, and I can't wait for that one, man. Don't get caught out in those streets, Michael. Rashone already coming for Gimple. You'll be added to the list. We were supposed to stop daylight savings time, but Americans said that's too much. Yeah, I just wish I don't get the point anymore. Now that we have digital clocks, I don't really understand too much the point these days. Anyway, are you excited for the live-action Gargoyles movie being made? I am excited for more Gargoyles content, but as far as it being a live-action movie, a little apprehensive about it. But I love that show, and I'm totally down for more of it. But I wish we kind of had a revival more so than a live-action movie. But who knows? A live-action movie could be badass. Thank you again, Scott Edwards, for another super chat. Thoughts on Serpent Society possibly being removed from Cap 4? I hate it. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, to be honest. But I'm excited to see Leader and the Red Hulk. I have no idea I don't even know what the fuck the Serpent Society is, man. So, I'm not going to miss it at all, because I don't know what the hell it is. All I care about being in that movie is Red Hulk. That's all I want to see, as far as a potential antagonist goes. Man, I just gotta find my place again. Where? Damn. Here we go. Roses are red, violets are blue. Penis breath, we won't miss you. Did you see that Stranger Things final season first look with Will Byers? I did, and I found that little thing a little spoilery, so thank you for that, guys. Not you guys, but them for putting that out there. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Anyway, remember the Punisher made a cameo in the X-Men animated series. However, the X-Men were on Mojo World, and the Punisher was a hologram. I do remember this. I recently watched your Happy Death Day reaction. It was amazing. Glad you liked it. I think I'm going to save the reaction to the sequel for Halloween. Closer to that, I think. Stop talking about Rashone not making it. I swear to God, they fake killed Rick to his family and community. Just do a show about him alive and Michonne trying to give him back home, and just a die will lose it. It would suck, but I don't know, man. We'll see. Invincible Episode 5 was too much. Was it? I mean, we've seen worse on the show so far. What two colors go best together? In my opinion, it's red and black, and I have to agree with you on that front. That's my favorite color combination. Saw the teaser trailer for Dead Boys Detectives. Kinda cool. It did look kinda cool. I'm kinda miffed that we don't have the kids from Doom Patrol. What's your most anticipated game of the year? If it isn't out already, for me it's Black Myth Wukong. That game looks really good. I mean, I'm currently playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, so that's not... I mean, that's the game I had been looking forward to the most this year. I'm currently in the middle of playing it. But as far as that is not out already, I honestly, I don't know what else is coming out this year, so I can't really answer that question outside of that. I'm not sure exactly what else comes out this year, to be honest. So if you name a couple things, I'll let you know if I'm looking forward to it at all. But honestly, nothing's coming to mind at the moment. I need Marvel to be peak again. One day, we will see. Evening chat, what's up, Sean? How are you doing? Dion, it's pretty good. So far, Dion X-Men 97 is pretty good. Deadpool 3 is coming out, so there's hope for that. Also agree. Who's my favorite actor, actress, and singer? Like all of the above, like somebody that meets all categories, or one in each category? Because as far as favorite actors and actresses, I don't know. I don't really have too many that I would put above most. I got a lot, and I don't know if I could fight them all out for it. David Tennant is a pretty strong contender. David Duchovny, while he's probably not the best actor, favorite is probably on that list. Gillian Anderson, for obvious reasons, for both of those two. Singer, Cher. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't know. And she is all three, so yeah, I don't know. They could always do a zero tolerance for a cool arc in X-Men. I don't know what that one is. I'm not familiar with that storyline. Do you feel like they deliberately avoided bringing Earth 1 Laurel back because of the backlash? Probably. I mean, that's probably a good chance about that, or because they really just fucked that character up so much they just didn't want to remind themselves of it. I don't know. Oh, do I have the date wrong? There we go. Fixed it. Can't wait for Deadpool and Wolverine. Me either. How many colors can you turn your lights into? I don't know the number, because there's all kinds of different shades and blends and all that kind of stuff, so too many for me to count. How are you feeling about the Shogun show? Absolutely loving the shit out of it. Just finished Masters of the Air. If you're interested in a good war story, holy shit, they topped Band of Brothers and the Pacific. Maybe one of these days I'll give them a go. I haven't seen any of those stuff. War stories usually haven't been my thing for the longest time, but I've been kind of trying to spread my wings a little bit. We'll see. Would you react to Ruby someday? I would be very interested in seeing your reactions and thoughts about it. If it wins a poll, I would definitely check it out, but I've talked about this many times up until this point because I've gotten that question a lot. I watched like the first 3/4 of the first season, but when Monty Ohm died, so did my interest in the show, and I just never went back to watch any more of it after that. And hell, now Rooster Teeth is pretty much going to be no more real soon. Black and white, nothing like the swirl of hot dark chocolate melting the vanilla cream, causing an orgasm in your mouth. Just my unsolicited opinion on your question of what colors go together. I also do love the combination of black and white. It's kind of the motif for the whole Omni aesthetic as well. But if I went with anything else, my long time combo was always red and black. Black with red accents, to be specific. X-Men 97 Season 3 is in pre-production. I hope we get lots of crossovers. Was Season 2 already given a green light? If that happened, I haven't heard about that. Have I checked out the Nickelodeon Quiet on the Set yet? No, but I've been seeing a lot of people talking about some of the stuff that was in there, and It sounds awful. Like some of the shit that they've reported on and stuff that's coming to light. Like, it's just like, oh my god. So yeah, I haven't seen the documentary for myself, but the stuff I have seen is just really sad, depressing, and fucked up. Going to head out soon. Hope you and chat have a great weekend. You as well, Val. Thanks for stopping in. Has Goosebumps been renewed for a season 2? I have no idea. I haven't kept up with it at all. And I didn't even know about the original one until it came out. Not the original one. I watched the original one when it came out. I read the books when they came out. This new series, I assume, is what you're talking about. The one on, like, Hulu or Disney Plus or whatever now. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. Haven't kept up with it at all. As for video games, they could turn to live-action shows / movies. The Left 4 Dead interpretation. That would be really interesting. I'm not sure exactly how you would do that, but that would be interesting. Shogun is getting better and better every episode. I definitely agree. And it was already good from the first episode onward. X-Men 97 already won with bringing back the intro. A little different. It's a little different, but yes. I still love their spin on it. Yo, you're a Cobra Kai fan? Yes, I am. Yeah, this is my channel now. Dude, I didn't do reactions yet when the first season was out. I didn't really... That was kind of around when I started the channel for the most part. When did I start my Cobra Kai stuff? Because I watched the first season before I even had the channel. So if we want reactions to go through for that, I've got season 3 onward. I've got everything from season 3 onward here on the channel. Because I just wasn't doing this when I was watching seasons 1 and 2. So unfortunately, I don't have the whole run, but we will have all of it going forward, and I cannot wait for season 6. Though I don't want it to end. Sad face. If Rick dies, I will personally beat Scott Gimple's glasses off his face. You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you? You didn't bring Rick back just to kill him, did you? Him gulp, me punch. Hell yeah. Watch X-Men 97, Dion. It is badass. What is the draw for Shogun? I do want to watch because I love the lead actor, but I'm curious why it's so popular. I think it's just like the intrigue, the scope, the scale. It's actually, though they're using different names and different characters, it's an adaptation of actual events in history. It's just like, I don't know. It feels like Game of Thrones minus the fantasy is a good way I think I would describe it. I don't know. Other than that, it's just the aesthetic, the world, the view, the culture, the seriousness which is all being kind of taken, a lot of the themes that are being talked about, and of course the actors. I mean, the main draw for me was Hiroyuki Sanada, and everything else in there has been really, really, really fucking strong. Production value, man, for a show that was an FX original is impressive. What's up, Apex Dragon? Big fan of your channel. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. What's up, Derry? How are you? I fucking love that picture of Luigi you got. Oh, man. Let's see. Have you been to Wendy's lately? I went to the local Wendy's and asked, are there any new Frosties? I have not. It's been a minute since I went to a Wendy's, I think. It's not been like too long, but it's been a minute. You need to watch the original X-Men 97 to understand it. No, but it really helps because it does pick up right after the finale of the last series. Gotta go, Omni. Take care. Have a great week, bro. Thank you so much. Good vibes. You do the same. But you could probably watch a recap. That's what I did to refresh because I ran out of time on my rewatch. I think New Rockstars probably has the most encapsulating rewatch. It's like an hour long. They have a recap in the entire series. Otherwise, if you want a more truncated one, Screen Crush has a really nice breakdown and recap of the entirety of the series, so you can just jump in. Yes, I caught it. I am become Shame. Shame is me. Like, there's like 4 seasons of X-Men the animated series. There's 76 episodes. They're roughly 24 minutes, 20 minutes, 22 minutes if you cut out the intro and the recap with the previously ons and all of that. If Greek gods were real, who would you want to meet? Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, or Ares? Out of those three, probably Poseidon. He seems like the one that would be less willing to just completely fuck me over. But that's kind of all of them. That's why I said less likely. I love how you just call William Zabka Johnny. I know. I thought that in my head. I was like, damn it. I said Ralph Macchio and then I said Johnny. I was like, hopefully nobody calls me on that. But anyway, you all know what I mean. What's up, Misery Messy? Hey man, how you doing? What's up? Welcome. Hope we get Kelso and Fez next season, considering Jackie and Fez were together. That would be an interesting combination. I'd be down for it. Gotta say, that Ted series was hilarious. It was shockingly hilarious. I was very, very impressed with that show and how good and funny it was. Lady told me on March 25th there will be a white chocolate frosty, so I am hyped because I am sick of chocolate or white bean vanilla. Oh, all right. Fair enough. Spitfire could make a great emotional cartoon for all audiences. It could be cute at first and then nothing but tears. I don't know that one. Not familiar with that one. Have I seen Grandma's Boy? I have definitely seen Grandma's Boy. Yes. I love Grandma's Boy. That's a very, very good one. Can't wait for live action Avatar The Last Airbender seasons 2 and 3. Likewise, I'm very curious to see how they take this ball and run it forward. What's my favorite episode of Scott Pilgrim Takes Off? Probably the finale, the big old climactic fight at the end when everybody's just kind of all together. I smell a Rush Hour fan. I love Rush Hour, man. I love those movies. Even 3. Hawk, Robbie, and Miguel all need wins in the final season. Interesting to see how they all have a good final season. I'm curious about that as well. There's no way they'll be able to wrap up all of them and give them all due. But who knows? Maybe they'll find a way. Maybe there'll be different categories of this tournament, and they can all become the winner of each one of those categories. That's a good Lilith theory. It's one I've heard a lot. I think a lot of people share the same sentiment. So it's not maybe the most original theory, but it's the one that makes the most sense, to be honest, to me, at least to me. But I read that some Wendy's there's a creamsicle frosty. It started on March 19th. I wish that was in my area. It looks good. Yeah, if we're going frosties and stuff like that, I'm just vanilla or cookies and cream, which they don't have a cookies and cream. But yeah, I don't like when you flirt with my ice creams too much. I'm not very adventurous when it comes to ice cream. Or most sweets for that matter. Can't wait for The Boys season 4. I'm looking forward to it. I'll definitely interested in check it out, but I really hope this next season really kind of jolts my joy for the show once again, because I feel like it's just been gradually diminishing. Not that the show's getting worse, but it just feels endlessly repetitive. That's why Gen V felt like so refreshing to me. It was such a nice change of pace. Got into a debate and then blocked on Facebook the other day by someone who said Markiplier and Jacksepticeye aren't good people. I would go to bat for both of those people. Okay, I don't want to start that here, but like, what was their reasoning as to why they weren't? Because on the front, on the no, as far as anyone can tell, they are like the goody goodies of YouTube. Especially Markiplier. Like, how are you like, they're gotta be fucking evil? Like, what the fuck? I don't even know how you land on that side of the fence, unless you know something the rest of the world doesn't. I love both of them. I don't really watch a lot of their stuff these days, but like, totally think they're pretty chill people. From all accounts, not that I know their personal lives or anything like that, but what do I know? Do I like Rush Hour 3? I do. I knew what you meant, Nick. I got you covered. Thoughts on Mega Man video games or any classic platformers? What are some of your faves if you've played any? Platformers outside of Mario and Sonic, which I sucked at, but I played the shit out of as a kid. I still struggle with the side-scroller kind of shit. But favorite, if we're talking platformers, is probably Sonic or Mario. Easy. But I never got into the Mega Man games. I was never huge on that front. Never played a single Castlevania game. I've never played a Metroid game. Never played any of those. But yeah, I don't know. I'd probably go with Sonic and whatnot. What's up, Lucy Topping? How are you doing? The Power Ranger fan here. Welcome, welcome. What are David, Yost, and Walter like in real life? Did you have a good time? Hope you're doing well. Thank you. I hope you are as well. David was a little more reserved. I think rightly so. That's just kind of his personality. But they were both nice as hell. They were both kind and grateful and just loved being there, talking to the fans. Walter is just like, he like lights up the room. I don't know if he just like fucking is coming right off of coffee or I don't know what happens behind the scenes or anything like that, but guy's got energy. He's always seemed to on camera and there all day long was just, he was happy to spend time with the fans. He had music playing at his table. He was smiling, goofing around, posing, dancing. Like, he was having a damn good time. And, by comparison, he had a lot more energy than David, but I think that's just David's personality, but compared to Walter. But they were both great, super nice, super kind, very accommodating. It was a lot of fun. They were really, really great. I've yet to be in a situation where I've been at a table and I feel like they just want me to get the fuck out of there. I've not ran into that situation just yet, thankfully. I'm going to the Arrowverse. Oh, okay. Have fun. Enjoy your stay. I hope we get to see more scenes between Miguel and Tori after what happened with the relationship. There needs to be some apologies. Oh, for sure. That's a good thing I haven't really talked about. They haven't really kind of hammered anything out, have they? Hope they bring back our Dick Master, this time as a demon. See, I thought that, and I've seen that theory floated around a lot. But they've established so far that entities killed by angelic weapons, the soul doesn't reincarnate or heal. So he was killed with an angelic dagger. So I don't know if he can. I would love that. It would be ironic for his character and the fact that he's the reason this all happened. His own hubris, his own pride, his own literally every other sin, jealousy, fear, anger, wrath, all of it, because he orchestrated all of this. He went to Sarah being like, there's an uprising, they're doing this thing, because he just wanted a reason to go down and fuck with Lucifer's people for what he did, to kind of get revenge on what he did to him. I would love that for his character to be forced to be what he created, what he hates. But I don't know if the lore allows for that, the way things have gone so far. But counterpoint to that, you would also think that angelic steel might also equate to his angelic laser beams. And Serpentius didn't get erased when he got Kamehameha'd out of existence. He still was reborn in heaven. So could we just, I don't know. I'm not sure. There's a lot of stuff about how the world works in Hasbin and Helluverse in general that we don't really know about, but this is something I would absolutely love to see. Is that. Like, it would be cool as shit. But I don't know if it works. Where's the Green Arrow in the Arrowverse movie? If there's an Arrowverse movie, he better be in it. It's unfortunate that Bucky won't be in Cap 4. I saw that news, and I found that mildly disheartening. But it might be because he's off doing his own thing with the Thunderbolts. So if they explain it away, whatever. Maybe it'll be fine. But it was mildly disappointing to hear, especially because their dynamic was such a... and their growth was such a fun thing from Falcon and Winter Soldier. Aw, Christina, hitting us up with a super chat. Flirt with my ice cream. With that lovely euphemism. I must complete this buffalo dip and podcast. Butter your balls, water your petals. The self. Oh, love thyself, heart thyself. Well, thank you so much, Christina. Yeah, when it comes to ice cream and stuff like that, like, I like vanilla, and then, like, I feel like chocolate by itself is too strong, too rich for me in most cases. So I'll take vanilla if that's all I got, but I like a nice little tinge of both. So like if there's vanilla with like swirls of chocolate in it, or chocolate chunks, like cookies and cream, I like that. That's my favorite, is that little combination. Like majority vanilla, drizzling or whatever of chocolate or that. But like one too much of the other, and then I don't like strawberry. I don't like mint. I don't like anything else getting into it at all. It just, I don't know why it is. Like, it just makes me go, ugh. Let's see, where did I leave off? Oh, here we are. Who's willing to bet that Finnick was talking to Ventress at the end of episode 8? That proves that the tables are turning for trouble. Yeah, so I saw a good counterpoint. Is like, either her contact is Ventress, or her contact is hunting Ventress, because Ventress would have M count. She would be somebody one of these bounty hunters would be after. So maybe they hook up with whoever this bounty hunter is, and they're sniffing on the trail of Ventress, and that's how they find Ventress. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. Either one works. Yeah, I hope we still see my favorite Snack Boy, even though he's in heaven. I'm sure we'll have like a plot in hell and a B plot in heaven. So I imagine we'll be jumping between the two, or at least checking in every once in a while. We would have to, right? Because there's a whole conspiracy happening up there, and now we got an agent on the inside. And that could be, and that could be redemption for him being a shitty ass double agent in the first half of the first season, when he snuck in trying to be a faux redemptive patient and just completely botched that. Maybe he can finally get his spy wings as well. I don't know. I don't know how that information would transfer though, but we'll definitely, we got to, right? We gotta follow our favorite little Snack Boy up there. Someone's got to give us the no. Oh, I didn't even see this one, Scott. I apologize. Who should lead the Thunderbolts? Yelena, Bucky, Red Guardian, who's your favorite member, and who are you most excited to see interact? Bucky and Yelena, I really want to see interact, and I would imagine Bucky is probably going to be the leader. That would be my best guess. There's a live-action Gargoyles being made. There is. We'll see what happens, though, if it's good. Let's see. Still can't believe Seth Rollins is in Captain America 4. I don't know who that is. You excited for Sonic 3? Fuck yeah, my boy Shadow is coming. I still want to know. I still want confirmation who's voicing him, but I can't wait. Love Shadow, man. Dude, in my little sketchy little goth phase growing up, that game came out at the right time. I even dyed my hair black and had red streaks for a time because of that. Boy, I heard that roast. Oof. Excited about that Knuckle show. It looks fun. I'll definitely check it out. Chucky has never come to the hood, though. That's all I'm saying. Though, Leprechaun has. I've never seen that one, though. I've never seen Leprechaun in the hood. But I've seen the first Leprechaun, and I think that was where it ended. But, well, no. Well, no. No. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're still right. I think he handled pretty swiftly with extreme prejudice. Voodoo, our language, anyway. We'll conjure up Marie Laveau. Hell yeah. Dude, the way they fucking play around with voodoo in the Chucky universe is fucking hilarious. Guys, don't spoil X-Men Animated, please. Well, it's kind of hard not to. It's been out for like 30 years. I need season 2 of The Ones Who Live. We'll see. Probably shouldn't fist pump Knuckles or Wolverine. No, that would be very dangerous on both fronts. That's for sure. It's been somewhat confirmed that Stranger Things Season 5 won't air until at least autumn next year. Millie confirmed on the UK chat show that there's about 9 months of filming to do. I did see that. Yeah, we got a long ways to wait for any of that. Do you think we'll get a time lapse in Cobra Kai? There's a pretty good chance we probably will. I would expect maybe a little bit of a time jump. I kind of figured that. I'm a sucker for black and yellow. That's also a really good color scheme. I do like me some black and yellow. So far, the writing on Cyclops is pretty good. Everyone has been playing Helldivers 2 game. Dude, Jay and Adam convinced me to buy that game because they wanted a fourth to play with them, and I've enjoyed it. I haven't had time to play it as much as I want, but I've only been playing whenever they're around, though. Bumblebee, what are your thoughts on Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the game? There's a game? I only know of the movie. I do not know of the game. Neon Green and Pantone 4480. 44, jeez, what am I on? 448C is actually the best color combo. I have to look that up now. Neon Green, Pantone 448C. That's not a bad one. I'm not personally into that, but I can get the vibe of it. Who's your favorite Star Wars bounty hunter? For me, Cad Bane is extremely underrated and is such a badass. Boba Fett is overrated as fuck, maybe? Question mark? Bounty hunters, as far as they go, my favorite bounty hunter at this point is probably also Cad. You know, I like Boba enough, but I do agree. I do think Boba Fett, as a character in general, as cool as he is in some moments, and I think more recently, a little overrated. Cad Bane and then Bosk, I think, would be my bounty hunter rankings. What's your thoughts on that movie, Late Night with the Devil? I haven't seen anything about it other than screenshots and the fact that they used AI for something in there, and David Dastmalchian is the lead one of the leads in the film. I don't know anything about it. I haven't seen a trailer. I don't know anything about it, so I don't really have too many thoughts, unfortunately. Here's a corny joke. I ordered a chicken and an egg online. I'll let you know what's come first. I like blue and red, or red and black. Also good. Why is the stream's title March 22nd? Today is the 23rd. That's because I had a typo. If you believe in life. If you believe in life after love. I was going to start singing more, but I don't want to actually get the whole stream demonetized because I fucking sang some shit. Have I seen Walking Dead Dead City? No! Negan and Maggie are a tag team like Batman and Robin. I don't know what they are doing together, but it looks like Maggie is still angry at Negan killing Glenn. Well, no. Well, duh. Yeah, I've not watched any of the other spinoffs. I don't care. I don't want to. I'm at least at this point. Maybe someday, but I finished the Walking Dead main series only because I had already invested so much time. I'm only watching Rick and Michonne because I give a shit about what Rick and Michonne have been up to this entire time, because I wish that was just in the main show. Do you believe in life after love? In love after love, sorry. Read your quote wrong. We know what Omni sings in the shower causing the neighbors much speculation. Dude, I love Cher, man. I really, really do. But lately, though, the only thing I've been singing, man, is either Loser Baby or More Than Anything. I've been enjoying your Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. reactions. I still need to record the one for this coming Tuesday. Have not done that yet. It's not that the date was wrong, but your entire country. Who came up with that? Day, month, year? Or year, month, day? Makes sense. Month, day, year is just wrong. Hey, I don't know, man. It is how it is. Friends or foes, Maggie will forever be mad about that. So true. To answer your question from earlier, Slow Horses is a British spy thriller. It is based on a book series like Reacher, although unlike Reacher, Slow Horses follows the books in order, I think. Nice. The Nickelodeon documentary that came out is sad, but glad that creeps are getting called out. Yeah, dude, I'm glad it's coming to light. Just still horrified that it all happened, man. Motif. Hope that the callers don't have an orgasm in my mouth, because that would just taste gross. Was in the teaser trailer for Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. It's an action-adventure game where you play as Captain America, Black Panther, in World War II setting. I did. It looks awesome. I wish we would see some actual gameplay before I get too excited, though. Makes me sad that Sean and Eric from BMW wrote letters defending the guy who hurt Drake Bell. Sean and Eric from... Oh, Boy Meets World. I was trying so hard to figure out what BMW stood for. I've been seeing a lot of people's names pop up on stuff like that. On that list, trying to defend the guy. Do you think Flash could beat you in a race? Not a chance. I'm too fast. Yeah, my whole ass room is red and dark brown with black along with my living room. So who am I kidding? I'm pretty sure I got lost somewhere on that question and slid back to my gutter where I live. Not gonna lie, would not let my children be a part of Hollyweird. I mean, honestly, it's probably a smart-ass decision. I wouldn't trust half of these people with anybody like that, man. Like, it's just fucked up. I mean, this shit happens to the adults, too. Like, there's, I can't remember, there's been many an actor who came out about it, and they were, like, early 20s and stuff like that. It's just, like, all of it, man. People just thinking they can get away with, hey, you want to be famous? Well, here's what you got to do it. Where talent isn't the pull or whatever. It's all about how they can satiate their own bullshit. Nah, it's all fucked up, man. I've read the book Wings of Fire by T.U.I.T. Sutherland. Definitely not. Definitely not. I have not read very many books, to be honest. Probably shows. Taste the rainbow like Skittles. Seeing that you are a massive X-Files fan, ever thought of a commentary watch along for it? I have considered it. I just don't know if it's something that would be worth my time. Because obviously I gotta consider how much it would work to kind of do something along those, like a rewatch, reaction, run through, or I don't know, maybe just like a commentary where I don't edit anything and just slap it on Patreon. I don't know. I've thought about it. It has definitely it has definitely crossed my mind because I just want to get as many people to drink the Kool-Aid as possible on that front. Who's my favorite clone in the Clone Wars, and who's your favorite Bad Batch member? Favorite Bad Batch member, probably Hunter, but Crosshair in his redemption is climbing for sure. But clone out of everybody else, Rex. I think it's just an easy hands down Rex. If you take off his glasses and beat him with his glasses, well, Rex is my favorite clone as well. Taste the rainbow or whatever flavor combination you desire. My favorite moment of Beetlejuice 2 in the trailer is when Beetlejuice said, "The juice is loose." That to me said, "Welcome back, Beetlejuice." That it did, man. That it did. I don't want to get... Can I be honest, though? Like, when he popped up, when we got that close-up, I was like, my God, that makeup is not doing any favors right now. I don't want to get my hopes up with the Beetlejuice trailer, but it does look good. I was kind of shocked with how fast it got shot. Like, they finished shooting it real quick. What do you think is the best book-to-movie adaptation? Lord of the Rings is too perfect for me. It is, but gotta remember, too, don't get too swept up in it. It makes a lot of changes. A lot of changes. But yes, it's probably The Lord of the Rings or Help. I mean, I don't know. I'm not one to talk. I haven't read it, so I don't know. I do think the Harry Potter movies, for the most part, really nail it across the board in a lot of ways, but I don't know. I probably have to go with Lord of the Rings as well, though I haven't actually read them, so can I really make a judge on that? I would want to say Jurassic Park, but as much as it changes so much, I still think the movie's better than the book. But I don't know. Scott Pilgrim. Fuck it. I'm cheating my way out. Scott Pilgrim was great. Gonna go eat some pizza. We'll tell you how honeymoon went with the next pizza next time. Well, hell yeah. Favorite MK game and favorite MK guest character. MK guest character, huh? Predator, probably, and game. Probably Mortal Kombat 4. Probably Mortal Kombat 4. Who's my favorite Jedi in Star Wars? For me, it's Kit Fisto. For me, it's Revan. My favorite Sith is Revan. My favorite Jedi is Revan. If we are removing Revan from the equation, then it's probably Anakin as my favorite Jedi and Anakin is my favorite Sith. I'll play this game both ways. But if I can't, yeah, I don't know. No, I'm gonna stand with that. I'll be that guy. Who's a DC character you excited to see come to life in the DCU? Nightwing. I want to see what they do with Nightwing. Maybe Cole, since he's the longest MK character. That's coolest backstory, coolest suit, and makes him have love movie. Dude, fuck Cole. Have I seen How I Met Your Mother, and do you like it? I do. I have seen all of How I Met Your Mother. I do really enjoy it. Yeah, I do like it a lot. I watched it a couple times all the way through. Genevieve felt like a nice fresh breeze from The Boys Season 3. It was good, but missing something. Exactly my thoughts. What's up, Great Gaps? So we have a release date for The Acolyte. Does anyone know when Skeleton Crew is going to be aired? I don't know. I think it's this fall sometime, but we don't have an exact date yet. All I know is that Jaleel White said, keep an eye out later this year, and I know he's in that, so sometime this year. That's all I got. Markiplier isn't good because of his video saying he's tired, but also because of his friendship with PewDiePie. Guessing Jack's friendship with PewDiePie is why he's also not a good person. God, anyway, Jesus Christ. That's so fucking stupid. If that is it, that is dumb as shit. And anyway, Markiplier kicked my puppy, spat in my face, and said, "Remember me forever. Evil." Love a channel where the talk goes from DC to Marvel to gaming to Star Wars to Wendy's Frosties. Yeah, it's fucking all over the place sometimes, man. By the way, I'm not saying Mark isn't good, merely stating why the person said Markiplier wasn't a good person. Yeah, that's dumb as shit. That's some short-sighted, nearsighted, dumbass shit, man. Did you see that it was confirmed that Superman Lois was forced to end by Warner Brothers because of the movie? Yes. And we all knew that. We knew that. We knew its life was short purely because of the existence of the DCU. But that, yeah, we got hard confirmation of it now, though. Let's see. Exactly the point I was trying to bring. What was this in regard to, Misi? I don't know if you're still in here. But I think, because I saw this come in, I think that was when I was going on my Adam shouldn't be reborn as a demon rant thing. If you were a superhero, what would your name be and suit look like? I would be Omni-Man. Can't do that. I don't know. Mic drop. I really don't know. I'd have to put some thought into that. I don't know. I really don't know. What are your thoughts on Nev Campbell coming back to Scream 7? With everything that happened, I'm honestly disappointed. Because, like, I get money, I get doing a thing, and they brought Kevin Williamson back as well. But, like, after what happened, like, I'm kind of just like, well, it's kind of shitty that they would even sign on at all. I mean, the money's probably good, because that was the problem before. They weren't paying her enough to show up before. Now they're like, fuck, God, we'll give you whatever you want. Please, save us. We fucking nuked our shit. But I'm just like, why did she say yes? Like, I just don't, I'm disappointed that they both agreed to sign on for this without any kind of action from the studio in reprimand for what happened before. I'm kind of upset about that. What's up, Omni? What's up, Noober? It's been a while. I've managed to get a full-time position after working part-time at a job for a year. Well, hell yeah, congrats. Told you Shogun was peak. It was very peak. It is very, very peak. Just vanilla. Omni, I don't like fun media. How dare you? Get out. Earlier when you said Falcon in the Wilson, or heard fucking in the Winter Soldier. I don't think I said it that bad. Wanted to jump on and say hello. Okay, bye. Later, Mikey. Take it easy. KN, as always. Here and then out. Swift. Like a coursing river. Both sound like good shows. Keanu Reeves as Shadow. That's rumors. People think it's Hayden Christensen. People think it's Keanu Reeves. So I don't know. I've not seen a definitive answer as far as who the voice is. I heard that X-Men is as good as the OG. Is that true? Animation as well. It might be better. Animation's 1000% better. But the episodes were more gripping by far than most of the episodes of the original upon rewatch. Bucky is the oldest and been around with both Caps, and being the leader makes the most sense. Agreed. Did you get a chance to see Ghostbusters Frozen Empire? I'm going to try to find time to do that sometime soon. I forgot it came out this week, to be honest. I've been so lost in the sauce. I completely slipped my mind that the movie came out yesterday. So I'm going to try to see it maybe tonight if I got the time, if there's a late enough showing, and maybe tomorrow. I don't know, but I do want to see it. I thought the trailers looked fun. I really enjoyed the last one, but we'll see. What's up, Christian? Hope you're well. Was wondering how you'd feel about seeing a new iteration of Doom Patrol in the DCU. I feel like the series was so perfect, it'd be hard to see other actors in the roles. I'm right there with you. It would be very difficult, but I would love to see them get some proper love and actual support from them, and maybe actually go out there doing the things. But I would hope they would just get the same people, but you know how it is. They probably won't. Elena's actress was in Dune 2, that she was. They didn't even bother saying her name, given that nearly every chapter of the book starts with a quote from her and by Princess Irulan. That was a big fail. As far as the movie goes, I feel like that would be weird as fuck to do for a movie. Just look up the X-Men theme. It's the most important thing about the X-Men. I would disagree with that, but it's a good joke. Did I see the trailer for Alien Romulus? I did. It looks fucking awesome. It was supposed to be a show originally, right? This is the one that was going to be a show, and I guess they decided to make it a movie. It looks good, but you can make an Alien trailer look good. It actually being good is a whole other thing. So I've been very disappointed in how the Alien franchise has been handled in the last couple of years. Actually, let's be honest, it's been a long time. It's more than a couple of years at this point. But I just hope it's good. Do you think Harrison Ford was a good choice likeness-wise to the previous actor as a recast for General Ross? They don't really look the same, but neither do Don Cheadle and I'm not blanking on his name right now. Fuck. Why am I blanking on his name? Help me! Previous roadie. Dude, why? Terrence Howard, thank you. They don't look anything alike. So, whatever. It's whatever. Thank you, Christian. Completely understand your feelings about Monty and Ruby. He passed away too soon, too young. And just how it happened was just so... scary! Because it was just a little mishap. In what should have been a very normal, common, or very exceedingly done procedure. And he went in, no one assuming what was going to happen, and then didn't come out of it. It's just depressing as fuck, man. And I was a huge fan of his stuff. I talk about this every time I bring it up. all the way back on YouTube days, like before he became anything, and before he got hired by Rooster Teeth and all of that, like from Haloid, his Dead Fantasy stuff. Like a huge follower of his for a long time, and that just hit me real hard, man. My super suit would have pockets. Those are always important. Since Asajj Ventress was a bounty hunter for a time and even running a job with Boba Fett, my favorite bounty hunter is Ventress. I was going to say Ventress, but I do like Cad a lot in her stead. You can get demonetized for singing. Well, it can get claimed. They can copyright claim the whole video. In which case I would lose revenue for any of this, and it would go to whoever owns the song. So if I sing too much of, like, you might have missed, because there was this whole thing, like, I don't want to do it, but like there was this one thing where it happened to Greg and John. They were just doing a little dumb thing with one of the Mission Impossible things, and they were just saying Tom Cruise's name over and over again to the beat of the Mission Impossible theme, and they got claimed by Universal or Paramount or some bullshit. One of the record companies claimed them for just getting the tune close. So yeah, I don't want to test those waters too much. Black and Blue, yeah, copyrighting songs. Cheers, Omni and chat. Well, take it easy, Sabersmith. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. That is super suited. It looked more like a cross between a Titan and Hunter outfit from Destiny rather than something X-Men. Yeah, mine would have like a kind of a trench coat-ish vibe. So it would probably be something akin to, I'd say something closer to, if we're talking using Destiny as a standpoint, probably something a little closer to what the Warlocks wear. I think that's, I don't know. I like that kind of vibe, like with like the tailcoat thing going on. High collar. A little crowish. A song being sung more than 4 seconds on YouTube can get a copyright. What are your favorite things to do when you go to cons? Do you usually go if there are panels or guest appearances you are interested in seeing? The main thing that draws me, that I choose between, is who is the guests. Like, who is there that I could get an autograph with, a photo with, or somebody I want to just say some shit to. That's usually what I judge it on. While I'm there, one of my favorite things to do is shop. Whether it's not from all the vendors who have all kinds of rare items, collectibles, figures, and stuff like that, like, or just shit you can get online, but it's there in front of you and you can actually look at it. Like, shopping. I get lost in going through all the different booths, all the different merch stands, and then the artist's alley, and seeing what all stuff that is made by just fans, creators, and just independent artists, whether it's like keychains, you know, works of art, wood carvings. There's all kinds of crazy shit, and they come in, they show themselves off. I mean, hell, that's where I found half of the mugs that I have on stream is from Amorable Art. And they tour all of the cons in this general, pretty much the East Coast little section we're in right here. They've been at every con that I've been to for the past like half a year, man. And I just love their little minimalist designs. They have all kinds of shit. And I've got like 6, 7 of their mugs now. And then 1 or 2 of their wall prints. You know, but yeah, those are my favorite. That's where most of my time gets absorbed. Other than that, it's waiting in line for stuff like that. Yeah, it's like that's where it's kind of gotten to the point, because we see a lot of the, Barry makes a very strong point. Got to go to cons across the country now, because I think we see a lot of the same artists, a lot of the same vendors and stuff, because I think they all just kind of circle the same area. So I'm like, these last couple of cons, I've been seeing a lot of the same stuff. So I'm like, damn, well, we're going to need to go a little farther away, I think, to see some stuff we haven't seen. So yeah, though that wood carver that I was talking to Barry about, they do like these weird, I don't even know what you would call it. It's kind of like a light box, like it's where it's all like layered and textured on these different layers of carved wood. These sculptures, these kind of like frames of settings, pieces, scenes from different movies and shows and stuff like that. They had this big old wall board of Avatar, which is all of the characters in their poses and stuff. And it was like $750, but it was beautiful. I've only seen them at AwesomeCon, unfortunately. So some of them are kind of, they show up here and there, but yeah, that's the main thing. I like shopping. Spending more money, you know, responsible, you know. Loser Baby was such a good song. I've been playing it on repeat. Likewise, has Ted Lasso broke into your top 5 TV shows of all time just yet? I don't know, man. I don't know if it's in my top 10 yet. I'll have to reconvene after it's over, and we'll probably see what happens there. I've heard that Colton Hayes, an American Horror Story, has written a biography, and if you read between the lines, it's very much about the exploitation of young, unconnected aspiring actors. Damn. That sucks, man. And he was in the Arrowverse too, man. I don't know, there's some people over there that gave him a hard time, but they was never really transparent about who, being respectful about it. So I don't know, man. The whole industry, man. And you could get that in any industry, really. Offices, work, warehouses, anything. And you see it all the time, people trying to get what they can out of you. If you want to climb up the ladder, here's what you gotta do. Apparently Ryder and Will didn't know the extent until they entered the courtroom. It's disheartening, but I'm inclined to believe them because of their history. I don't know, though. It's tough to see the truth. And that's very true, too. You know, sometime you think you know a person, right? You know, I'm not going to hold it too much for coming to the backing of somebody like that. You know, if a friend of yours is being accused of all this stuff that you legitimately know nothing about, and you're like, but I know this guy, they wouldn't do this shit. Like, you'd want to stand up for him, right? And I'm not saying this is the case, but I'm just like talking about the mindset in general. You'd be like, well, no, that's my guy. He wouldn't do this shit. But then if you knew and you're covering, that's a whole different story. And proving that is next to impossible, whether or not they knew about it, unless there was like, they were there and there's evidence of them being there or exchanges and stuff like that, obviously. But like, you don't always know what your buddy's doing when they're outside your purview. You don't always know. And once you get down in there, you sit down and then you're like, oh, fuck. I didn't know this guy at all. It's like people with serial killers. You know, they're like, dude, he'd never do this thing. And then it's just like, well, that fucker was like stabbing like 800 people a week. You know, it's, some people are just really good at making you think they are more, less than, or whatever. They're good at putting on a front with the right people. You just never know, man. It's gross. It's disgusting, and sometimes it's just very scary, man. And I want to hope the best for some of these people because they are connected to things that I hold dear, that I grew up with, and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I just stay out of it until it's a hard stance to take on it. Either way. Evidence aside, though, if you're faced with the evidence and you're still trying to defend the person, though, what the fuck are you doing? I think that's fair, right? They should be releasing an animated series of Wings of Fire on Prime. I hope they don't cancel production again. I've not heard about that one. Are you and Barry Starberry together? We are indeed. Sadly, gotta go. Hope you all have a great rest of your year. Oh, your weekend. Looking forward to this week's upcoming content on the channel. Bye, everyone. Take it easy, horse lover. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next time. Is this just a rephrasing of that question? I believe so. Are you interested in the new Karate Kid movie with of Billy Zabka's not in it? Because let's be honest, Johnny is everybody's favorite Cobra Kai character. I mean, I'm still partial to Daniel. Daniel's still my favorite Karate Kid character. In all things considered, I love Johnny, but Daniel's still my guy. So I'm totally excited for it, as long as they don't discount, retcon, or erase, or like make it impossible for this movie and Cobra Kai to coexist. They need to be in the same universe. They need to be in line. Otherwise, fuck this movie. Plot twist, Omni's dating me. Oof. Yeah, no, that I feel like that would not be good. No. Definitely no. Have seen the trailer for, yes. Graphics look incredible. We will see when we actually see gameplay. All of that, from what I could tell, seemed very, very pre-rendered. Got to meet Vanessa Marshall, Harrison Dula, and Rook Cast at Indiana Comic-Con yesterday, and she was very nice and got an autograph from her too. Hell yeah, that's awesome. You can't surrender, you have to fight. Who would you fight, Superman or Batman? Superman, because he would hold back. I just so happened to be in New York City visiting family for spring break, and the other night I was coming out of the subway, and all of a sudden I hear the Imperial March, look up, and there's Vader on the ESB. Yeah, I've been seeing photos and videos of that going on, with him touring the Empire State Building and then lighting it up with images from Star Wars and Darth Vader and all that shit. This is pretty crazy. Is it possible we get 2 episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. a week? No. Not without things how they are. No way in hell. What villain has your favorite voice? Mine's Mark Hamill's Joker or Soundwave. Yeah, I'd probably go with Mark Hamill's Joker. I don't know. I think that's pretty solid. I think it's a safe bet. I think the reason Omni doesn't talk about that stuff. Fiction. Fair game. Omni's personal life, don't be weird about it. Very, very true. I mean, I won't like hide shit, you know, unless, you know, there's some things where I feel like there's a line and whatnot, but like, you know, like where I live or shit like that, you know. I'm not giving anybody my fucking address or phone number, but you know, everything else, like, I think it's fair game. I try to be as open as possible with everybody and transparent on the most guys. I think that's what makes a lot of this pretty genuine, but all things, you know, kind of keep myself safe. Some people on the internet, man, they're fucking crazy. Superhero's okay, but what do you think your sinner form would look like in hell? Seeing on how much I eat, I would probably be some kind of locust for me. I don't know, man. I would hope for a raven, but I feel like I would end up as just a fucking rat or something. I don't know. I would hope for a raven, something raven-esque themed. Do you think we'll finally see a fight between Miguel and Johnny in season 6? I hope not. And Robbie versus Daniel? I really hope not. I would really like for them to not. Hello, it's nice to meet you. Can I tell you where I am? One thing about the Acolyte that I love is that they're bringing back the Force combat from Obi-Wan. Probably my favorite aspect of the show. I was really glad to see that as well. Aiden would be good too. Meeting him at Awesome Con was a lot of fun. I wish I could have actually made it to the table and talked to him there, but I didn't have time for that. Kristen Ritter has been cast in an undisclosed role in Sonic 3. Yes, she is. I was hoping she was going to be Rouge, but apparently reports are that she's going to be one of the human characters, and that's disappointing. Do you think Bucky could hold his own film? Or even a Marvel special? A special, probably. Film? I'm not sure. I'd love to see more espionage stuff in the MCU. Really go all out with the Winter Soldier film. They could. They very well could. You know, I don't want to discount it all that. They definitely make something out of it work. I think a Marvel special might be more apt, I think. But I'd like to see something like that. That'd be cool either way. Rude, fine. I leave and I go mop. The FX Alien show is still happening. Okay. This movie is different. Okay. So I got them mixed up then. There's rumors that Scarlett Johansson has been cast for a new Jurassic Park movie. I'm not excited by the idea, but that might be because she's so typecast for action/comic book movies now. I don't know. She's got her one-offs, you know, with like The Marriage Story and, you know, Jojo Rabbit and a bunch of other stuff, but you never know. For me, Jurassic World was fine. It was okay. But the last Jurassic Park movie I really loved or enjoyed a lot was Lost World. 1 is my favorite movie of all time. 2, I still love and enjoy the shit out of. 3 is rough. Jurassic World is fine. Everything after that was donkey doo. The X-Men theme is not the most important, but the theme is unskippable. Terrence Howard, like Peacemaker and Power Rangers. Fair enough. Also, Ford is perfect for Red Hulk. I can agree with that. While we are getting Alien Romulus, we are also still getting the show that will star Timothy Olyphant. I didn't know he was attached to that. That's awesome. Either way, I just want some good Alien content, damn it. Like, my God. To be fair, I still haven't seen Alien Covenant. I still haven't given myself to that, though. Fede Alvarez is doing Alien Romulus. Noah Hawley is doing the FX series. What? That's so dumb. I don't know if this... Oh, that was about the copyright thing, I think. What's up, Rune? How are you doing? Trying to catch up on all this. Copyright is kind of abusive power. That it is. Are you going to do a reaction to Nickelodeon Quiet on the Set? Probably not, because that would get demonetized almost immediately. I will probably just watch that in my own time if I want to just fucking fall asleep, cry, and have nightmares. With how much you've enjoyed The Ones Who Live, has it possibly made you interested in watching Daryl Dixon and Dead City on the channel? Not in the slightest. I mean, I've been enjoying the shit out of it, but it doesn't make me want to watch those other shows more because I'm here for Rick and Michonne. That's the main draw for me on this front. I love Daryl. I love Negan. But, like, their adventures are not... I don't know. I haven't... A mystery of The Walking Dead that has gone unanswered for so long has nothing to do with what Daryl and Negan have been up to. Or Maggie. Like, it's all been like, I've been waiting to figure out what the fuck has been going on with Rick for too long now. I was not going to miss out on this. That's the main thing keeping me here. But, you know, if the hunger opens up, I will definitely check him out one of these days. Because I did think like a odd couple, buddy cop, weird travel thing with Maggie and Negan would be interesting in theory. I'm just not motivated because AMC's burned me out on The Walking Dead so much, man. I'm here for Rick and Michonne. What are your expectations for the last 2 episodes of The Walking Dead? The Ones Who Live. That they either burn down the CRM or die trying. And also doing it. I don't see that the CRM is going to make it out of this. It's either they're going to take it over or burn it down, and whether or not they live is up in the air. Let's see. Cons everything everywhere all at once. That's so. Thoughts on the rumor that Alien Romulus is a soft reboot? Some people are saying that they're jettisoning all of the other Alien movies except for Alien and Aliens. I'm totally fine with that, because after Aliens, everything was fucking awful. I mean, 3's fine, but Resurrection was awful, and the Predator versus Alien stuff was already on its own continuity. So hey, if they do that, I'm totally okay with that. As much as I'm hyped for JXK, an article in the last couple of days has said that the reviews are calling the movie an average MonsterVerse flick. Hey, an average MonsterVerse flick for me has been fucking fine by me. You know, give me big old monsters clacking and punching and I'm fine. It's really all I want. I don't need art from this shit. More than meets the eye. Apparently they address it in their BMW pod. I believe in the 219 pod. Fair enough. It's true saying. It's a true saying to a lot of things. Very true. All said. I agree. I appreciate the content, man. Thank you, bruh. How you doing? Dan Trachtenberg, who directed Prey, will be returning to direct Prey 2 with Ed for Mid-Thunder and a Predator film set in the future titled Badlands. I saw that news. I'm super excited for all that. When it comes down to Alien or Predator, I was always more of a Predator guy myself. I was always rooting for that team in every time those two crossed. So I'm excited. Prey was awesome. So I'm definitely excited for a Prey 2, especially with what they teed up at the end of that. And jumping into the future, hell yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it. What's up, Ginger? Sorry I'm late. Hope you're not finishing yet. Not yet, but I am just getting you towards the tail end, though. What have I missed? Apart from a lot. Hope you're okay. I'm doing great. I'm doing just solid. I hope you are as well. But there's been a lot of random shit going on back and forth here, so lots to catch up on. Carrie Payton as Black Panther is something I never knew I needed. Bro was made for the role. That is awesome too, because he plays a lot of kingly people, doesn't he? Ezekiel, he was the king in Vox Machina. I know a bunch of other shit as well, and now he gets to be the Black Panther here in the past. Carrie Payton, man, he's another voice that you just hear and you're just like, yes. Thoughts on the thriller genre? It's a good genre. I don't know what else thoughts I can really add to it. I like a good thriller. Most of the time I watch streamers and I get bored. You're the most entertaining YouTuber I've seen so far. I've never laughed this much. I am a little ball of chaos, but I'm surprised that I'm able to hold your attention this much. I'm just here to chat with you guys. You know, sometimes it's chill, sometimes it's wacky, sometimes some shit comes up and it gets a little weird or chaotic or sometimes frustrating. That doesn't happen too often. It's usually very chill. And I'm just here to talk to you guys. That's all it's about. Little moment, little place for us to all just kind of hang out, reprieve, and just kind of interact with you all. Because keeping up with all the comments and all that kind of stuff, it gets very, very difficult sometimes. So this is what I try to do to mitigate that. Rats, we are the rats. Thought web were insomniacs? Huh? Love the series so much as Kaiji anime as the Fast and Furious movie series. I'm not familiar with Kaiji, but I do love the Fast and Furious movies, though I would not consider those thrillers. So we may not be... I don't know if we're talking about the same stuff here. I was hoping Bucky would be the lead for the Thunderbolts, but apparently it will be a Yelena, which I'm not against. She's freaking amazing. I'm okay with that too, but I feel like it should probably be Bucky. But whatever. Action comedy genre is cool. I do love me some action comedy as well. Still baffled as to why they cast new voice actors for all the Sonic characters, but they kept the Tails video game and cartoon actress. They had chosen a big name actress, who would it be? Huh. I did also think that was a little strange. Though Ben Schwartz he does a lot of animated voice acting. Like he's Ninja Turtles, he's DuckTales, he's done a bunch of other stuff as well. So he's not former Sonic, but Colleen is the former Tails and the current Tails in the video games, which is a weird choice, like you said, to mix and match like that. And I don't know why that was the case, but if we had to substitute her for somebody else, I'm not sure who would do a really good Tails voice who's like a on-screen presence these days. I'm trying to think of somebody. Palm Clementieff. I probably can't say. Probably not saying her name right. Mantis. Her voice is in that range. I think she could probably pull it off. You see the Rejects reaction to Madam Web. It was hilarious. No, I need to see. I still haven't seen the movie for myself, but I did watch. Me and Barry watched Amanda the Jedi dive through all that movie though. So I've basically seen the movie without seeing the movie, but I still haven't watched it firsthand for myself. But yeah, I'm very curious to see what that's like. I understand where you're coming from with regards to other Walking Dead spinoffs. Dead City had a few writing issues. Daryl Dixon is good, but not amazing. But for the Ones Who Live has been the best one. If you ever rewatch Jurassic World Dominion, the last Jurassic World film, I would recommend watching the extended version. It's better. I'll give it a chance one day. I don't know how much better it can make it because the movie was pretty bad for me. I know a lot of people did like it, but I did not. Been watching Firefly, got 3 episodes left. I'm loving it. I hope you react to it one day. The Bear was freaking great too. I recommend. Two shows I need to watch one of these days. I heard the sound in Madam Web for when people. Is there a continuation of this? heard the sound for went for the talking was bad, and I didn't realize how bad until Screen Rant did a YouTube short. Oof, glad I didn't pay to watch it now. I heard the sound mixing was awful for the theatrical release. Maggie is the main lead in Dead City. Negan is too, but Maggie is the major focus. I mean, I would figure as much. But their dynamic, I did like. It was one of the few things that kept me going through the back half of The Walking Dead, the main show. But a whole show about it and whatever the hell they got doing, fucking around in New York, I don't know. But what do I know? I haven't seen it, so who knows? I could watch it one day and completely change my tune. Also looking forward to new Doctor Who. Not really long to go. We're not that far away, are we? Oh, forgot to ask, how are the kitties? They are, their eyes are all open now. And they're getting more and more active. The mama's still super skittish around us, but, you know, trying to mitigate that a little bit with treats. It's getting a little better, but she still hates being around us. She doesn't freak out if we touch the kittens or anything like that. She's just not a fan of us being close to her. She'll fucking abandon the kittens if we're around. She's like, fuck off. Bye, kids. I understand you're taking completely finally getting Rick back after all these years and reuniting with Michonne is more exciting. I still want the conclusion to Ridley Scott's Alien prequels. I would have liked if they didn't chicken out of what they were going to do. I would have liked to have seen that through. For better or for worse, I would have liked to have seen him do what he was going to do with that. Plus, I just want to see my homicidal Michael Fassbender robot again. Also, how's your day been so far? It's been good. I just played some Final Fantasy and then doing this stream, and that has been my day up until this point. Don't show up to the Monsterverse movies for plot. Same. JXK, baby! Team Kong all the way. Apes together strong. Fuck you, Kong. Team Lizard Boy all day, every day. Dude, like, no joke. Like, when I was a kid, I did this with a lot of things. Like, I was so tribal about certain things growing up that, like, when Kong beat Godzilla in the original Godzilla vs. Kong movie, I hated Kong, Donkey Kong, and gorillas in general for a long time, irrationally, because of that movie. But at the end of the day, though, I'm team big boy thick lizard all day, every day for eternity. There ain't no way that dumb, stupid gorilla can do jack shit against it in a real fight. I'm good, thanks. I'll watch from the start after this finishes. What's your favorite Pokemon? Charizard, because I'm a big old normie. I'm also a Gen 1er. I was there from the beginning, and that is still, to me, my favorite generation. I don't know why I'm talking like this. But yeah, Charizard's probably... Originally, it was Pikachu, even more normie-ish, but eventually, as I've grown into a little fire lad, I've gotten more and more in tune with Charizard. It's my favorite fire Pokemon. But if I had to not pick Charizard, not pick Pikachu, it would probably be Arcanine or Corviknight. What is my favorite Hot Ones interview? And if you could interview anyone, who would it be? Damn, favorite Hot Ones interview. There are so many good ones. I don't know. I can't remember. The Gordon Ramsay one was fucking wild. And hilarious. I don't know. Barry, help me out. Because we watched most of those together. The Gordon Ramsay one was fucking insane. Especially when he came with that med kit full of fucking voodoo to fix his face. Because he couldn't handle the spice. It was kind of hilarious. But I know there's definitely more that I can't think of. There's just so many others. Yeah, I don't know. But if I could interview anybody, who would it be? Right now, off the top of my head, I'd want to fucking interview Vivian Medrano. but if I had, like, out of anybody, Kevin Smith, man. I mean, I don't even know what I would interview him, because I know pretty much too much about the man. Because he won't shut his mouth. Here I go, doing my thing again. You know what? If I could resurrect them from from the passing. Probably Kevin Conroy, to be honest. Kevin Conroy would be a big one as well. Yeah, I think maybe I'll go with Kevin Conroy. I don't know. It's tough. There's a lot of people I would want to talk to. It just depends on my mood and what I'm into at the moment, but I don't know. Kevin Conroy probably comes to mind. Not probably comes to mind, does come to mind. What was the other thing? I did look back and there was something I wanted to bring up. But now I don't remember what it was. Damn, why am I blanking on? Oh yeah. Matt Mercer. I would love to interview Matt Mercer. I would love to do that. Anyway. The only Predator film I want is Feudal Japan with a Ronin played by Hiroyuki Sanada. Predators gave us a glimpse. Yes. I would love that, actually. If you're live next week, I won't be able to make it. It's my birthday next Saturday. I'll try to slip away to say, LOL. Well, just in case you're not able to make it, happy early birthday. But I should be live next week. Maybe Bucky will be secondary leader, like Iron Man. Well, here's the thing. They said lead of the movie. She'll be our focal point. She'll be our main character. That doesn't mean she'll be the leader of the group, the Thunderbolts. But still, we don't. Who knows? I just read that Alien Romulus will be a standalone interquel, meaning it will be set in between the events of Alien and Aliens. Well, that's interesting. I don't care. I mean, as long as it's somewhere in there and it doesn't fuck around with anything or make it worse. But I'm also not against erasing everything after Aliens from existence. Have you played Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor and are you itching for Cameron Monaghan to get his own live-action series? I would love that, by the way. I want them to have a third final game and then go to the screen. As long as they don't kill his character off in the third game, yes, give me more of Cameron Monaghan. I want him in live action. We got him in the game and here. No reason why we shouldn't. Yes, I want more Cal Kestis content beyond the games. I have played both. I have a full playthrough of Jedi Survivor on the channel, which you can watch. Let's see. I think both Alien 3 and Resurrection are really terrible. Such a massive downgrade from the first two. It's because studios really fucked Alien 3 over, man. The studio intermingling was probably the thing that killed that one the most. Sonic 3 has apparently taken inspiration from Sonic Adventure 2, which is still my favorite Sonic game of this day, and Shadow the Hedgehog. Yes, the edgiest Sonic game there in existence. But yes. Oh yeah, for sure. They're Cas Maria, they've got Robotnik, they've got everybody else. It's definitely leaning Adventure 2 because the theme song they already got the rights back and have confirmed it will be in the movie. Live and learn. Don't even watch the movie. Just watch the reject reaction. I will probably do that. Because I was thinking about whether or not I should just wait and do a reaction on the channel and then we just watch that Amanda video and was like, there's no point. I don't want to watch this movie, man. I would love to see Bucky-led movie. He's one of my favorite MCU characters. I second this as well. What's your takeaway from everything we know so far about Daredevil Born Again? I'm extremely hyped for it. I hope it goes on for 2 or 3 seasons in total. Well, it's the only Marvel project outside of Deadpool that I'm actually excited for because the Daredevil live action series is probably my favorite Marvel thing in live action in recent years, period. So them continuing that and bringing everybody back, and it seems like they are very much so making a conscious effort to make this more of a continuation of the original show, and I'm all for that. I just hope it even somewhat comes close to as good as the old show was. What's up, Just Bionic? Just started watching your channel when Hasbin came out. Also binge watched the entire Season 2 on Halo. The finale was insane, seeing how the cliffhanger they gave us at the library. Yes, I'm very curious to see what they're going to do next. There are a couple things, like I mentioned in that irked the shit out of me. But overall, it was still a massive upgrade from Season 1, and I'll give them a chance. As long as they continue to get better and better every season, I'll hear them out each time. I'll still give you guys my thoughts. Nostalgia Critic movie to boldly flee reminds me of the CW show Crisis on Infinite Earths and Star Trek. Kinda. I have seen all of the Channel Awesome crossovers. I have some of them on DVD. Yeah, so I do remember all those things. Kind of similar vibe, though. That is way more low budget compared to the CW. Why are baby cats and dogs so flippin' cute? So that we help them live, so that they can survive and thrive. They're like, oh, look at me, I'm so cute and helpless and defenseless, help me. And then we do, and then they get to live. What's up, Silverhand? How have you been lately? Been pretty solid. Sorry, I'm late. I was working till 1 a.m. It's all right. I'm running over right now. I'm trying to catch up with the chat, and then I will be going to get food. But I've been doing good. Conventions the past 2 weekends, and catching up on everything during the week, and finally getting back to you guys here. If the director's cuts of Alien 3 wasn't terrible and fixed a lot of problems with the theatrical cut, it did. It's still very slapped together. But it is definitely better. Always Gordon Ramsay. Did you know that they were supposed to get an Alien film directed by Neil Blomkamp? Yes, and it got completely exploded. That would have been a direct sequel to Alien, so Sigourney Weaver and Michael Biehn were supposed to return. I didn't hear that bit, but I did remember that Neil was definitely trying to get this thing pushed through, and it just got murdered. Jings! Who do you think your celebrity lookalike is? I get Paul Dano a lot. The two people I get the most have been Gerard Way, present day, people specify present day Gerard Way, which I can definitely kind of see, and then Paul Dano I get a lot, which I also can kind of see, though I do have more of a chin and neck than that man, but that's about it. There are very strong similarities between the two of us, though. Is Dune 2 worth watching? I thought part 1 was boring, to be honest. Part 2 is where a lot of the crazy stuff starts to happen. I think it is definitely worth watching. It is way more action-packed than the first half. Because it is literally the second half. It's not Dune 2, it is Dune Part 2. These are one movie, and it should be watched as such, if that makes any sense. How were the conventions, and what was it like meeting all those actors? It was wild, especially with Paul Sung-Hoon Lee being somebody who actually is subscribed to the channel, and he talked to me too about, he's like, I watched your recent videos, because he said he had just watched my videos about Avatar: The Last Airbender, which he was in. And I was like, oh God. And he was like, no, you were fair. You had criticisms, you called it out where it was, but you weren't hating on it to hate on it. And it was like, it was really thoughtful, and I really liked your review and your thoughts on it. His show wasn't perfect. I was just sitting here like, dude, I almost started crying, dude, right then and there, but I held myself together pretty well, I think. Fanning out over that. I was like, dude, I did get a little annoyed with some shit in that show. I was like, however, thankfully, I don't think I never said a negative thing about him at all in any of those videos. So I think I lucked out on that front. Not that there was anything to do, because he was great in that role the whole way through. But yeah, I was not withholding of my thoughts on the show, to be fair, but I still thought it was really damn good. All things considered. It's really hard not to burst into full song and dance routine while listening to Hasbin soundtrack at work. It is very difficult, especially while driving, because then you'll die. Who's my favorite Teen Titans member? Robin all the way, Robin all the way. Not really now to think about it, it's Raven all the way. Raven side of the way, then kind of Robin, ton of Raven, Raven. I don't know what's happening right now, guys. I'm just getting there. I love Raven just because I have a bias towards Raven-themed things, because I love Ravens, just the concept and idea, the mythology and all of it. Love it. But Robin, the moody, edgy Robin that was in the Teen Titans group, is always my favorite. I don't know, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah, it's Robin. It's Robin. Random question, do you like dragons or have any favorite animals? If so, would you like a drawing? I mean, I would never say no to a drawing or fan art of any kind. I love dragons. Favorite mythical creature. My favorite animal is a wolf. Seconded by a raven. Would you see Love Lies Bleeding in theaters or do a reaction to it? I don't know. I'm very torn about movies these days because I've been trying to do more movie reactions and stuff like that. Like some things like Dune, where I saw part 1 in theaters, why would I do a reaction to half the movie on the channel when the other one was a review, you know, stuff like that. But I've been very like, what should I do a reaction of and what should I just go see in the theater? I don't know. I really don't know. But I do want to see that movie. I do really want to see that movie. Where are there pictures of the new kittens? I have pictures in the Discord of them being little babies. I don't have any current pictures of them. They've gotten quite a fairly bit amount bigger now so far. Oh shit, I'm gonna watch the playthrough now. Thanks. Made some questionable financial choices and bought the Black Series Rex helmet. It was so worth it. Hell yeah, man. Dude, I'm not one to talk with financial decisions as of late between these conventions, man. Because, oh my God, that shit is not cheap. But I'm at a point where I'm old enough and I'm fine enough. I can scrape by enough, just fine, to meet these people before fucking half these people start to pass away, man. Because that's another thing, too. Like, this all kicked off this con fiasco when Jason David Frank and Kevin Conroy both passed away with almost like a couple weeks of one another. And I'm like, damn it. I lucked out. I met Kevin Conroy like 2 weeks before he passed out because he was just up the road. He was just up the road, and I just got a notification on my phone that the convention was even happening because it's a newer convention in the area. And I was like, oh shit. Well, it's still on. It's still open. I went up there. I got to meet him. 2 weeks later, he passed away. And then Jason David Frank, who was somebody who had always wanted to meet. I mean, that's my favorite Ranger, man. I've been a fan since that came out. Completely missed that opportunity when he passed away. And now I'm just like, damn it, man. If they're near, if I can get there in like 4 hours, 5 hours, if I can drive over and meet some of these people that made an impact on my life, I've been trying to make that happen as best I can because I don't know. Because I was like, well, maybe next year. Well, maybe next year. Well, maybe next year. Well, whatever, you know. And that's not how life works. So I've been trying to like catch as many people that mean something to me as I can, and if they're out there floating around doing this stuff, you know. So that's kind of that's been the main motivating factor for why I've been popping around a lot. But I've been able to make it all work, but it gets pricey, man. But I do not regret any of it, man. Especially that 30th anniversary X-Files thing. That is something I will not forget. That was insane. Let's see. I probably already talked about it, but I freaking loved X-Men 97. Me as well. It was awesome. What is Alien 3? I never heard of it. Yes, I live under a rock. It is the third Alien movie in the Aliens franchise. I personally think the Alien trilogy should be Alien, Alien Isolation, the video game, not the crappy web series. I kind of second that, not gonna lie. Alien Isolation was fucking amazing. It was like the only game I could play at all while my hand was broken. I just got a little mini mouse, and because I could only move these 3 fingers. So that's all I could do. And I played that game while my hand was healing. I've seen Alien 3 assembly cut. It's actually way better than the theatrical cut. It takes about 5, takes it from a 5 to an 8. I don't think I've seen the assembly cut because that uses incomplete footage, right? I don't think I've seen the assembly cut. I've heard tell that it is better. It's an X-Men year for Marvel, and I'm here for it. Me too, man. Moff Gideon's helmet from S3 is coming out soon. Giancarlo is coming to my city for a con. I'm so tempted to get it for his signature. Hell, man, go for it, dude. I really hope they finally make a Black Series Revan mask so I don't have to keep getting fan-made ones. But this was a decent fan-made one. This is the best fan-made one I've seen as far as, like, look. Does anyone remember the name of the Jurassic Park game that was made by some of the people who were a part of Alien Isolation game? No, I don't remember what it was called. I remember seeing the trailer for it, but I don't remember what it was called. It looks really good, though. You're watching Spider-Man, a animated series, full on 90s series nostalgia. Hell yeah. How many celebrity look-alike? Is clearly Idris Elba. Dude, I would not be upset with that because that man is fucking fine. In your older videos, you looked really identical to Paul Dano without the beard and mustache. Yeah, dude. Clean shaven, it is way more in sync between the two of us for sure. Never mind, I found the game. It's not a Jurassic Park game. It was a dinosaur game called Death Guard. Oh, Death Ground. Oh, but there is a Jurassic Park game coming out soon that is very similar to Alien Isolation. I've noticed in She-Hulk and Echo that they're making Matt more acrobatic like he was in the comics. He did flips in the original show, but the Netflix didn't have the budget to do what Disney is doing now. And I'm excited to see more and more of that. Because you abandoned us last week, joking. Glad you had a great time and met lots of awesome peeps. And I was watching Taylor Swift Eras Tour, the movie, instead, which was amazing. Well, at least you had fun and occupied yourself in my absence. What does he do too? And IMAX, and oh my god, it was so good. I need part 3 now. I really want to see a movie in IMAX, man. I've still never done it. The show Invincible had me all the way fucked up when I had us wait for a week just to watch Rex get shot in the head. Love you, man. Keep up the great reactions. Yeah, what a way to open that episode. Fucking Christ. Singing, I can't. Anyone see the Penguin trailer? I did. It looks pretty solid, man. What do you think is going to be the best film you see this year? That's an impossible question to answer right now, but I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out. Probably Deadpool. I'm banking on Deadpool right now, but we'll see. Which one would you pick? Nightwing film, series, or a show? Film. Give me a film. Writer Robin and Raven is going to copyright claim the stream now. No! Like, I like Titans, Teen Titans Go, Beast Boy, the best, Teen Titans Robin. Do you think we're going to see any more of the Walking Dead characters in the Walking Dead Ones Who Live? Maybe at the end of it, but I can't say who. Maybe Morgan makes the most sense, but other than that, I'm not sure. Raven is fucking phenomenal. She's my absolute favorite in the animated series. Excited to see her in the DCU. Likewise. Who's your favorite person to meet at your cons? See, that's such a loaded question. I absolutely adored everybody on the Hasbin cast. They were all so incredibly just happy to be there. I think it was the first time for all of them being in this environment at all, and it was kind of wild. So that was intoxicating, but like it had to have been Paul because finding out he was a fan of the channel it just made my weekend. So, oh my god, I still don't really know how to handle that. Grant Witterbaum, who is the head of Marvel Studios Animation, said they'll consider bringing back other past animated Marvel shows like the X-Men. Let's do it! Can we please get, finally, a continuation, a conclusion to the Spider-Man the Animated Series? Because Spider-Man Unlimited is not a continuation of that storyline. I need a continuation of a conclusion, at least, of that. Please! Hope they bring back Spider-Man the Animated Series as Spider-Man 98, which is the year that it got canceled, unfortunately. I'm right there with you, Charlie! Did you hear that Grand Moff is coming back to who? Hopefully we get some more one-episode masterpieces. Hell yeah. The fact that Alien Colonial Marines flopped so badly that one of the characters in the code had to do the aliens' behavior is so frustrating. Oh my god, yeah, dude, fucking A. That was so bad. Michael Keaton 2023, Batman 2024, Beetlejuice. Apparently we are going to be seeing a familiar web slinger in Invincible at some point. It's in the comics, but I don't know if they have the rights to do it in the show. But we'll see. Is Shogun worth watching? 100% yes. I definitely believe it is. I hope we get the Titans on the top of the Teen Titans. I hope we get to see the OG lineup on the big screen. I hope so as well. That would be super fucking cool. I think the Shadow Operative in Bad Batch is tech. Thoughts? Hope it isn't. I gave my thoughts in my videos, but it's probably tech. It might be Cody. Also could be a clone of Crosshair. I don't know. But probably tech. I don't know. Or no one. Grand Moff being Moffat. Grand Moffat is returning to save Doctor Who. We need a continuation of Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes with Omni still needs to watch. We have a title for Venom film. Do we? What is it? Say it. I gotta go. Will I react to the House of the Dragon and Doctor Who trailers? I'm not planning on it right now. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna watch the shows when they come out. Venom: The Last Dance. Okay. All right, let's go. Apex Dragons, I'm a huge fan. Well, thank you. Appreciate that a lot. But guys, I do need to go. It is dinner time. We are about half hour past our usual stopping point. But love you guys. I will be back again, same time, same place, next week. And I'll see you guys in the next one. How my boy Joseph Morgan doing Halo? He was great in Halo. He was definitely a shining moment in Halo, for sure. Love him popping up more and more. But yes, Joseph Morgan was great, but that's it. I gotta go. See you.